Alrighty, guys, it's Board Bob. We're back. So, what I did is I went ahead and I finished out laying all of our turrets. So we are now fully protected. They've all got at least 10 ammo in them. That's going to be good enough for now. We have been drawing a lot of biters from these two locations, and eventually they're going to evolve. So we need to take these two out. So that's what we're going to do this episode. One of the things that I did notice though is the preview map is a damn dirty liar. If you look at the preview map right here on the preview map at the in the very first episode, if you want to bring it up, is an iron patch, and it's a good size iron patch. And what's not there in the actual map? An iron patch. So looking around, we don't have any more iron anywhere nearby. Now we have coal. We have almost 7 million coal here. So we'll be okay with coal, but our iron, we only got 221k. We need a lot of iron, and we were counting on that patch that we were going to come over here and expand and what have you. It's not there. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. We'll have to figure it out. In the meantime, we need to take care of these biters. These nests and these nests. So one of the things I did is I went ahead and I made a suit of light armor. It's just like 40 iron or something like that. So I just threw it in the factory and did it. The other thing we need to get back to doing is we need to get back to researching so that we can build our research up. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're just going to get started on our research. So red science packs take an iron gear and a copper plate. Well, we got an iron gear manufacturing going on here. If we do this and put that there, and if we've got, yes, we do have some. Where's that one landing? Alright, not landing on top of us. That's a good thing. So then we do this and this. That will give us our red science. Then I do believe, yes, we do. We have 2 burner labs. And we're going to want to fuel them because they're burner labs. We haven't made a new lab yet. So if we put one down, what we can do is we could daisy chain these and let them feed, and it would work just fine. But we're not gonna. We're just gonna put them both down here. Now I don't know whether this will produce enough at a time to cover our needs, but you know what, it's okay. I don't know if it'll produce enough to handle both labs, but at least we're working on it. We can come back later. We're gonna make a lab location and stuff later. But now we've got our research started back up. You know, at least we're making progress. So let's go out here. Oops. Let's not go out here yet. Let's go down here and grab up our gun turrets. And we got 50 of them. We probably don't need that many. I hope we don't need that many, but certainly we'll have them if we need them. Grab up all the ammo we can. That'll give us all of that. Let's go ahead and put down everything else that we can put down, just so that if we die, we don't lose it. and it'll be one less thing we gotta wear. We'll keep the walls. If you notice, I grabbed a bunch of fish. So we'll put the fish down here, we'll put that down here. We're gonna put everything on our hot bar, make it a little easier for us. Fish are life, and you just go up and you find where they're floating in the water. They're these little shadowy looking things, and you hold down right mouse button on them, and you'll pick them up 5 at a time, and they will give you health, which is a good thing. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to go over, and we're going to wipe out these 2 biter bases before they get to be too much of a pain, because they will grow and they will become a problem. So let's take them out while they're still not quite as much of a problem. See, there's a fish. Well, actually it's 5 fish, but yeah, that's what you're after. There we go. So now our electronics is done. We're working on steel processing. Let's go get this one first. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know what we're going to do as far as iron. We're going to have to run around the map and go find some before we completely run out of iron. On the flip side, we've only really got a week. We're just kind of goofing off with this whole thing until such a time as the new version of the game drops. So this is just kind of a farting around thing. But yeah, there was supposed to be iron, like right here. I'll be damned if I see a patch of iron. Now let's see what we got. The map should let us see now. No, not quite. We're not quite within range. So looks like still small biters. There goes a group of them that we've already pissed off. They're going to go up and attack our base. Looks like we got some worms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 worms. 6 worms. Worms are a pain in the ass. Looks like we got some spiders. Can we see now? We still can't see. We can't get close enough because I don't want to trigger them coming after me yet. Because what I want to do is put a fallback position that we can kind of come in here and hide behind. At least, 25 should be enough for each. That'll give us a way to at least kind of get away from them. So we'll draw out, and what we're going to do is we're just going to walk our way in from there. And we don't want to waste our ammo, because if they blow one of these up, we lose all our ammo. So we want to be careful and not put too much ammo in, but not put so little that they're not effective. Now this next one's going to piss them off. There we go. All right. Let's put one more down. Now we should be able to get in here. Force them to kind of come around it. Now we should be able to start shooting these bases. Why are we not shooting? Are we not close enough? Is the range way down on them? There it is. And we want to use our food to keep our health up. Takes a little while to each one of these. We're probably going to put another set a little closer. That just forces them to, you know, hold up at the wall, you know, keeps them a little further away from us while we deal damage to them. Keeps them off of us. While we take out these nests. And you don't want to get too close because the worms will spit at you, and they spit acid, and it's damage over time. And if you step in it, you'll get damage from it. So we're trying to take out as many of these nests as we can first, so that the more nests we take out, oh, there's the spit, there's the spit. The more of these nests that we take out, the less of the biters that can come after us. Let's grab this. Kind of put a wall up. We're just trying to get as close to them as we can. Without them, you know, coming after us. Now the spitters have kind of got our range. We'll eat our fish to take care of our health. These guys don't take nearly as much damage as the nests do, but they definitely deal a lot of damage. So we might as well go ahead and take a couple of them out now that they're going to be spitting towards us. So we're just going to keep hitting the left-hand mouse button to keep bringing back up our health. And I just spam it. I mean, it only goes as fast as it goes, but it can't hurt to spam it. Now this will be a lot easier later on when we have tanks, because with tanks we'll be able to just roll over these nests. But we're in pretty good shape now. We've about got the nests going. Alright, there we go. We got 2 more nests left. We'll get this worm. We'll heal up. We'll come down here and get this next worm. Hopefully. Maybe not. Still got a little too many biters going. Alright, he's dead. let's move in a little closer. With our turrets. Take out this next set of nests. You don't want to stand in the acid puddles. You will take damage from them sitting on the ground until they fade and go away. So you just got to kind of keep moving. These guys do heal over time, so you don't want them sitting for too long. They will heal. Not paying attention. I almost died. We don't want to die. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we do. You know, our body lays out there and we have to go get it. You know, which leads to the question, are we human or are we robot? You want to try and take these guys on one at a time when you do take them on, because damage is cumulative. So, yeah. Alright, so there's that one. Now let's see how... We're probably eventually going to want to take this guy out because the pollution will get to them. So now we're going to just clean up our mess, move on to the next one. You can see that it does take a while, which is why I brought so many turrets, because you're bound to lose one or two at least, even with these small biters. Once we research the steel pickaxe, we'll be able to pick things up a little bit faster. Still not very fast. That's where the nanobots come in handy, and eventually the construction bots when we get them. But I have a feeling we won't have those anywhere near by the time the new version drops, which is fine. Now, once you hit a point where you have bots, you can make a blueprint, and usually I do it with lasers, and I'll make a blueprint with the lasers and a power pole, because they have to have power to, you know, for the lasers. And you just plop down the schematic, and your bots will go out and drop all of it, and you can just keep right on walking towards them, you know, one schematic at a time, and lay waste. And then later, much later in the game, you get nukes, and you can nuke these puppies. That's nice. It's fun to do. I've got one of my old videos. I made a whole bunch of nukes at the end of the series, and I just laid waste to my own base. So let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 7 worms maybe, and they're all kind of spread out in through it, which is not good because it makes it a little harder for us to get to them, but we'll get them. We'll get them. Have no fear. We will get them. Have no fear. Underdog is here. Alright. I would have hoped that would have lured more of them over here, but it didn't. So we'll just have to walk our way in a little bit. Get our fish. Drag them all over here. What happens is they all gather up before they attack a base or what have you, and you'll get like a herd of them. So when you come over to attack these guys, there'll be a whole bunch of them around these nests. So it pays to clear them out first. We'll let the turrets do the work of keeping them off of us while we take out the spawners. And every spawner gone is one less fighter after us. Now, unfortunately, these two front guys are going to make it hard for us to be able to get in there. So we're going to go ahead and try and take them out as quickly as we can so we can start getting into some of these other spawners. There we go. It took us a couple approaches, but we got him. And you just try to be systematic about it as best you can. We're doing okay on our research. Even that little bit of research that we've got going, we're still processing through them. So it's something we can be doing while we're doing this mess. All right. See if we can find a good spot to shoot at him. Alright, one more down. We got one hiding down here. And we don't have to kill him all in one go. We just got to kill him. So let's go ahead and put ourselves another set. Because we can get a little closer. and use our protection. And let the turrets do the work. Alright, time to get this worm. One more down. 2 more worms to go. Let's go get this other worm. There we go. We got 1 worm left. To get the nest first, so then we don't have to deal with the biters and stuff. But there we go. Now we don't have to worry about the worms spitting at us. We can just clean these guys up. Shotgun is much better for this, but we don't have one right now. Hand grenades are really great, but again, we don't have them right now. We don't even have armor-piercing bullets yet. But we've got enough that we can take this out. There we go. Pick our walls up. And our guns up. Now we've got one more base that we know we've got to clear, and that's slightly to the southwest of us. Southeast of the base, southwest of where we are right now. So on that iron, I don't know whether it's because of the mods that are part of this, that it confuses the preview editor or whatever, but that is disappointing, but we'll live with it. Alright, we're going to walk up here, make sure there's nothing here in our pollution line. And these guys will be back because I did not turn off expansion. Yeah, see, there's one right there in our pollution line that may be a problem too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 worms. Alright, well. That's what we're here for. Right? We're in the exterminating business. And brother, business is a booming. The big thing with this is you want to make sure you have overlapping fields of fire, so that the guns behind protect your guns in front, as you walk your way up. This is a problem. We don't want to lose them from the worms. We're going to back off a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and fight these nests from here. Wear down some of these nests, and then we'll go after the worms. Up. Ran out of ammo almost. That would have been a bad thing. I don't think we're going to be able to get that. No, I didn't think so. Not without attracting the worms. Back, get one, back off, get up, get the other one. There we go. Okay. Now we can move a row of turrets up here closer. Maybe not as close as we thought. See, that's what we gotta worry about. We're a little too close to the worms still. Alright. Not a problem. Lost a couple of turrets, which means we lost the ammo for them, but that's life. We'll go up here, get this worm. Back off. Let the turrets clear the biters off of us. Back up. Finish him off. Go up and get this other worm. Oh, we're out of fish. That is not a good thing. It makes it that much harder because now we have to wait for our health to come back up. So we got 2 more worms to clear out of this one. We'll try and be careful about it so that we don't die. We'll keep trying to lure these biters down here when they spawn, and then we'll go up and get the worm, keeping an eye on our health. Alright, so we got him. We have 1 more worm to get. We should be able now to come up here and have these guys keep these biters off of us while we reduce these other nests. And then we'll get that last worm. get the last 2 nests. You leave me alone, don't spit on me. Don't you know there's a pandemic going on? Alright. Last worm. Keep in mind, if you can hit him, he can hit you. In fact, he can hit you before you hit him. But he is dead. Oh, we got one more worm. Alright, well, we'll get him. Take these nests out first. Alright, here we go. Last worm. Ta-da! Alright. So we are out of fish. We're low on ammo. Our stuff is damaged. So we're going to clean up our mess and head back to base. Check our map, make sure we got no more there. Alright, so let's walk up just to clear out the edge of our pollution zone. We know there's another nest up there, but it's outside the pollution zone right now. We just want to open up our pollution zone a little bit, our map a little bit. Cool. So let's walk down and open up the rest of our pollution zone, and then we're going to go home. We're out here, we might as well open up the map, see if we can find some more iron, because we are going to be desperate for it otherwise. Yeah, we don't want to go too far. Oh! Well, they're the best laid plans of mice and men, folks. We will adapt and overcome. So there's the copper patch that we saw in the preview. So at least we know that's there. You can use these cliffs to your advantage. They are a pain in the ass, but you can use them to your advantage because the biters can't go through them either. So you can make your walls go to them and then, you know, go from there. So yeah, so there's that other nest of biters down there that we're going to have to go and clear out at some point. See if we can't skirt it a little bit and open up a little bit more of this map. But that should cut down on the amount of biters coming after us until they grow back into that area. We'll have to come down here and take care of that group. I see one worm though. That's not so bad. One worm isn't so bad. Potentially. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself in the morning for this. I know I'm gonna hate myself in the morning for this. Hey guys, come here. I got something for you. It's a present. Honest. Now, what I'd rather do... You don't want to come at these guys at an angle. You can, but it's harder to build your walls on an angle. Harder to build your walls, harder to set up your guns. If you come at them from a straight direction or semi-straight direction, you can be offset a little bit. We got a little too close, caught their attention. Thankfully, they're smalls. Otherwise, we'd have been in trouble. Somebody out riding their mini bike. Hear that a lot around here. Live out in the country a little bit, a little ways, so you get a bunch of kids who like to ride around, you know, because there's no police. Which is all well and good. I mean, I was a kid, I know how it is when I was growing up. But we were at least semi-conscious of other cars. These days, these guys, they don't, I don't know, they don't seem to pay attention. Lack of responsibility, maybe. I don't know. I've almost hit a few of them. Because they're out here on the streets doing wheelies and stuff with cars coming. You know, it just, I'm not smart. Is what it is, though. What are you going to do? Kids, right? I don't want to be the old man standing on the corner, you know, in my underwear yelling, "You kids get off my yard, off my lawn," either, you know. Because, I mean, I get it. I was a kid once, too. Alright, let's see if we can get this worm. Alright, we got the worm, so now we can get the nests. This is what we came out for, so we might as well finish the job. Alright. You know what? Fine. I wish there was an option to prioritize what the turret shot at. So, like, you could tell them to shoot at the worms or the nests or the biters as their priority target. That would be kind of nice. So, because for assaults like this, you could tell them, you know, just concentrate on the biters, or, you know, you could have it set up so that they just concentrated on the worms. I think there is a hierarchy that they go after, but I'd like to be able to set my own. So there's the steel axe. We want that. That's going to speed up our ability to do things. Fast inserters we don't really need right now. Glass is going to give us our oil processing. It gives us lights as well, I think. Let's do glass. Green science is going to open up a whole lot of stuff, but I don't think we're ready for it yet. Alright, let's do this, then this. Then this, then this. We really don't need their nanobot range right now. I think that'll be enough for now, and as we open things up, we'll be okay. So, that has cleared out all but up this way. As far as our pollution cloud goes. Since we've killed everything, we're still sort of okay health-wise. Let's go up here and check this upper edge just to make sure there's nothing up there. We're probably not going to go after it. We really don't have the firepower to go after it, but at least we'll know it's there. We can plan for it. And then that's going to be it for this video. You know, it's been almost an hour, which is what I try to record. It's a break from building. It's a combat video, and yeah, we can go back to building next episode. There's our uranium patch. That's on the map. I just don't understand why the iron didn't show. Maybe it's someplace else. Maybe we'll discover it as we get rid of Fog of War. I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be a really short series because we're going to have to pack everything up into chests and completely shift our position and pray that we don't die in the process. And I mean, we may end up doing that anyway, shifting where our base is completely. This is really just kind of our starter base anyway. So we are up at the top now of our pollution plume. Doesn't look like there's any more biters up here. There is a nice petroleum deposit. That's nice. Follow the edge of the lake a little bit here and see what we got. Alright, we got another isthmus. I think isn't that what no, it's peninsula. Isthmus is it attaches to. Never mind, my bad. These are peninsulas. Isthmus is like Panama Canal, the Isthmus of Panama. I know these things. Just my brain sometimes is not what it used to be. So yeah, that's a peninsula, just like the other one down there. All right. So we're gonna walk back home. We did not find any iron, but we did kill, what, 3 butter bases, 4 butter bases, whatever it was. That should help us with our attacks for a while. They shouldn't bother us for a little while, hopefully. So we don't have to spend a lot of our resources on ammo. We're going to continue to make ammo because we're going to need it for the rest of our walls. Hopefully in the meantime we're able to find some place to expand our iron production. At least now we have a spot we can grab coal at. We can get this coal, maybe. I'm not real sure how we're going to defend it, other than maybe we'll build a land bridge across here with some landfill, and just block it off here, and then come up and over and make that part of our base too. We're going to have a lot of guns for it, but you know, it is what it is. But that's a almost 7 million block of coal versus the 260 we got here. That's 1.4 versus 230. This would have been ideal if that iron had been there. It's not there. We'll have to figure it out. That's the bottom line. We may not have time to figure it out. I mean, that's a week away. Depends on how often I record for this. I mean, I've done a bunch of them today just because I'm kind of bored. Right now, school's out. I'm not teaching. So, you know, it gives me something to do. It's hot out, so I'm not working outside except for in the mornings and in the evenings. Unfortunately, I just found out today that I will not be teaching this fall. With all of the human malware that's going on right now and what have you, we are not able to run classes on campus. We have to run classes online, and because of that, our enrollment is down quite a bit. There we go. Should have, there they are. Oops, I didn't want to put it down. I wanted to repair it. So enrollment's down. I only ended up with 3 students for the class. It's really just not worth the time that it takes to put into teaching a class, especially an online class where you got to do a bunch of videos and stuff. It's just not going to be worth it. Or as my boss is fond of saying, one of my bosses, I have 2 bosses because I have my boss for my teaching gig, and I have my boss for my working in the student lab gig. But my student lab boss is fond of saying the juice is not worth the squeeze. So in this particular case, that's pretty accurate. You know, what I'm going to get paid for this class versus the work I'm going to get put into it, because it doesn't really matter how many students you have. It still takes the time and the effort. It's just not going to be worth it to, you know, to spread it over the semester. It's pennies on the dollar at that point. And so unfortunately, I ended up canceling the class. Hopefully come spring, we have a handle on all of this mess. People get their heads out of their 4th point of contact and start doing what they should be doing. And we can start, you know, normalizing, I hope. So we'll see. But anyway, that's you know, my soapbox. I'm going to get off that, and I'm not going to rant about it too much. But there we go. We've cleared out around there. It looks like the plume goes down across water here, so I'm not too worried about it. It hits water here, so this is whatever's on the other side of this got to come all the way around this water. If we start getting hit, we'll deal with it. In the meantime, we've got a factory to build, and we need a lot of stuff. And this jumbled mess here is not going to cut it. We need to look at getting a bus going. We need to get a starter mall going, although given the insanity that is needing all this extra stuff, it's going to be interesting to try and get a starter mall going. We're almost better off just to start a main bus, I think, and just start producing, you know, everything on a main bus, which means we're going to have to start another forging area, get that going, at least for the iron, because it seems like we're real dependent on iron right now. How are we doing on miners? Yeah, see, we've already, this is the 5th or 6th miner that I have pulled up since starting, so the edges are starting to clear out. Luckily stone we don't need a lot of, but apparently we have a lot of stone, we just don't need it. And as I've been clearing them out, I've been adding them down here. Looks like we're still okay on our iron, but this patch is going to give out at some point, and we're going to be in trouble. Our coal is doing okay because we don't have a lot of machines running right now, so we don't have a lot of power requirements. We also don't have a lot of pollution because of that, but we're going to get there. Alright guys, take care. I will catch up with you later. I'm going to produce some more materials, and I'm going to think about some layouts, and we'll go from there. Alright, bye.